It's Jordan, and today on Let's Go Birding, we are headed up to Northwest Colorado to Barr Lake State Park, where we're gonna meet with local expert Ira Sanders. He's gonna show us around. He leads hikes there literally all the time. So hopefully he can help us find some really amazing birds and also enlighten us on the significance of this reservoir for birds and humans alike. This is our special guest expert for today, Ira Sanders. He leads a bi-weekly bird hike here normally when it's not COVID time. And then he's also a valued member of DFO. Basically, he's an all-around expert who has been at Barr Lake for a long time and is gonna show us around, show us some birds, and tell us about the importance and significance of this place.
I will give it my best. Barr Lake started out as a buffalo wallow.
That's a big buffalo wallow.
Well, it was much smaller. Early 1900s, they decided it's a low spot. They put water in, they build the first dam. It was Oasis Reservoir first, I believe. Then they raised the dam, and it gets named Barr Lake, which is also Barr City is named after him. He was a surveyor.
It's a little like Chatfield, where a park kind of sprung up around a functional reservoir.
You're gonna see it today at a very low water level.
So you would say it's fit for the buffaloes today?
Yeah, yeah. Juveniles are hard, but I'd say it's a juvenile Swainson's.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great, I'm glad. I'm glad my first gut reaction was Swainson's.
Yeah, the face pattern and the light sear.
The ultimate indicator of a juvenile.
Yeah.
Are they yelling at an adult somewhere?
The adults around here somewhere.
Oh, I see them both. They're both in that tree. One's just further to the side, the adult.
Oh, yeah. I think they're both juveniles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One's just a lot lighter.
Yeah, the one on the right also has streaking on the breast.
I mean, it's a little late in the season for like really baby raptors.
Yeah.
This is an important stopover spot for migrating species. What makes this a good hotspot, and like why have so many species sort of adopted this?
It's a migrant trap because if you look at the surrounding area, it's farmland. They see water, they see trees, and this is what they're looking for because it's an indication of where they're going to find food. And as a result, Barr Lake's got a bird list well over 300.
Wow, I didn't know that. It's not so much that they know or have decided that this will be a hotspot, but more that like because we're in a flyway, like a corridor where a lot of birds are migrating through, this is like the last gas station that they see in the sea of nothing that they can eat.
I mean, the Front Range has lots of places for birds to stop.
Yeah.
But if you look east of here, off of the prairies, this is what they're going to see.
Oh, okay. Which is why we're here today, because we had a little bit of fallout earlier in the week.
That's a downy woodpecker calling.
Oh, there he is, down on the bottom. Oh, no, that's a white crown. Juvenile white crown sparrow is down there. Oh, there's a song sparrow in there.
Bunch of sparrows back there.
Looks like a little mixed flock moving through there.
Yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of stuff moving along the canal here, going back and forth. Well, the sparrows are just all over the top of that vegetation down there. Must be a bunch of bugs in there.
Oh,
Chicken.
He's not on the list yet.
Oh, there's a yellow bird. Probably a Wilson's.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen it this low in a very long time.
You gotta let it fill back up if you're gonna use this for irrigation, right? You can't like suck more out of it, there won't be anything left.
I know 3/4 of the state's in a more than severe drought. Well, bunch of great blues, cormorant. I'd say we got well over 100 pelicans. Yeah, lots of swallows. Well, there have been years that western grebes have done very well here. There were hundreds of them here. I think they actually had up to 3 broods that summer, because in September we were still seeing baby grebes on the backs of the adults. But then again, last summer, people told me they saw as many as 8.
Versus like 1,000.
Yeah, which is nothing, of course. But then late in the fall, they must have come down from the north, and then there were huge numbers here just covering the lake.
So you're saying they bred somewhere else?
Yes. I don't think they were here in the spring at all. They went somewhere else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as for breeding grounds, so yellow warbler, western wood pewee, house wren, Bullock's oriole, orchard oriole, chickadees, sometime downy woodpecker, the rookery on the other side of the lake with great blue heron and cormorants, bald eagle that has been nesting here continuously for more than 20 years. Of course, probably not the same pair, but somebody takes over that eyrie.
Yeah, I always, every year I see some juvenile eagle picking at a dead fish on the shoreline.
You know, there's been 50, 60 or more eagles here in the winter.
And osprey as well.
Well,
They have a few.
there's the platform over our shoulders back here. The famous leaning tower of Osprey.
Yes.
You know, this is an important birding area. It's on the map. It is an IBA, and it's a great place to come. You never know what you're going to get.
Push me out to sea, baby. It's the best thing for us both.
The Nidrak Trail, named after a guy named Nidrak, who with Bailey in the 60s I believe did the first Colorado birding survey.
Don't have geese on my list yet for the day. They're a good list patter. I suppose you do this hike in reverse order because this area is a little more active earlier in the day, but the shorebirds are there all day.
Usually come this way first because the people want to see the eagles,
Okay.
and that's what we show them. Well, here's the eagle nest in the scope. There's nobody. There's nobody there, except everybody's about to fly. Something's flushing them.
Uh-oh.
He's flying low over the water, over the ducks. I got an adult bald eagle flying
At
right
the tree line or low?
low, just above the
Oh.
water.
Yes.
Yep, here's an adult eagle on the ground.
Oh yeah, look at him. Sitting with the gulls.
With the gulls.
He's eating something. He's picking at something between his feet.
Well, DFO does more bird trips than any other bird group in the country. Very, very active club. For your membership, you get a lot of value. You're a beginner, you'll be mentored by someone with a lot of experience. You don't have to be an expert birder
Yeah.
to be a trip leader, because there's a lot of people that go on the trips that will probably know more than the leaders.
So if someone wanted to become a leader or sign up for some hikes, where do they go? Just through the website?
Yep, the DFO website.
And how long have you been leading hikes with them?
I'm not sure my memory is good enough to remember how far back. Probably 20 years. Variety of trips that are offered is just fantastic.
They're everywhere. It's all over.
It's all over the state.
A lot of the local bird experts, you'll find them on these hikes. If you're trying to find a community of birders, here's an easy spot where there's like 10 or 20 people on every hike who all know the birds or are at different levels of learning. Great resource to find some of your local birding hotspots like this amazing place that we visited today. So there you have it, Denver Field Ornithologist. All right, well, Ira, thank you for showing us around, for giving us the tour of Barr Lake and letting us know some of the lesser known details around it.
My pleasure.
What's your Twitter handle?
I don't have Twitter. But if you want to reach me, just, you know, I'm checking co-birds all the time. Co-birds.
There you go, yeah. Check out The Next Rarity by Ira Sanders.